All across Australia, there's a blight on good society. A new breed of wild women are on the loose. Immodest.
Hey boys, take me down!
And immoral. When 8 of them landed in England like a pack of feral dogs, they were taken to an old-fashioned English finishing school to change their ways. At first, they bucked the system.
Do not be insolent!
But then the system began to break them down.
I'm not going back to Australia looking like this!
And 3 girls were soon seen off. This week, the knives come out
Gonna kill it straight away.
when the girls throw a formal dinner party for 16 society guests.
Come on, our guests are waiting. Get on with it.
Some head for disaster,
Someone just found a hair in their souffle.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
while others head for the hills.
I haven't changed!
And when all's said and done,
I think it's time that I go to bed. Yes.
one more girl is shown the door.
We can see very little reason to keep you here.
It's the 4th week of term at Hereford Hall, and the 5 remaining girls are about to face a fresh challenge that will test everything they've learned and more. At breakfast, all is revealed, and there's a particular surprise for one.
Miss Jessica Shaw-Walford is hosting a sumptuous cordon bleu dinner. Lobster souffle.
16 high society guests have been invited to a formal dinner party, and their hostess will be Jessica.
I'm hosting
Let's go, Jess!
Have fun, Jess.
Teen stripper Jessica has had a checkered history at Hereford Hall.
Oh, ease up. My
She
drink.
sucked up to guests and staff and soon became teacher's pet.
You did incredibly well.
Thank you very much.
Last week, the natural showgirl was kept off the catwalk and took it with ill grace.
This is a great honour.
I don't want to do that. I got frustrated enough yesterday.
When the petulant princess was finally allowed to dress up, she let the side down.
You've had a little bit too much to drink tonight, though.
Oh, I'm feeling good.
Yes, I bet you are. I despaired last night.
If this crybaby is to succeed as a hostess, she'll need to grow up fast.
Excellent. Cool. I'm hosting a sumptuous cordon bleu dinner.
Jess, it's cordon bleu.
Souffle is supposed to be like one of the hardest things to get right.
Yeah, why can't ladies eat like tacos and stuff?
The principal's decision is a calculated risk.
Jessica, you will be responsible for your staff and for the smooth running of the whole occasion. Given your past performance, it will be nothing short of a miracle if you manage to host a respectable dinner party. We want to see leadership coming out. We also want to see that the others will actually try to pull as a team.
Etiquette teacher Mrs. Brewer piles on the pressure.
Jessica, it's going to be your job to choose who your staff are going to be. Who is going to be your maid?
Sorry, I think you'd be a good maid.
I think I would too.
Who is going to be your chef?
Dunno.
And for the top job, Jessica must select a butler whose support she can rely on.
To be my right-hand man, I'd choose Ollie Kayla.
Are you capable? And would people obey you?
Oh, I know how to control them.
Streetwise goth girl Kayla Edwards doesn't take orders from anyone.
I don't really like authority. If someone was to criticise me and tell me what to do, I'd just be like, I ain't doing shit.
Her aggressive attitude is born of a troubled childhood.
My Upbringing shaped a lot of who I am today. Moving from foster home really affected my personality.
At Hereford Hall, Kayla's been hard to teach.
Out of my class.
I've been pushed around so much in my life that I feel like if I don't push back, I'm going to get stomped on.
And she's continued to battle authority.
Kayla,
No, I put up with so much stuff.
Picking Kayla is a risky choice.
You'll have to try and take control of me because otherwise I will try and dominate you.
Yes, now how are you going to deal with that if Kayla starts to try and dominate you?
Put her back in her place.
Yeah. You're going to have to learn to do that. Kayla really likes to be in control. She'll probably take over the whole thing. And poor Jessica would just be left there meekly as the lady of the house with not a thing to say.
For the dinner party, the girls will be required to do considerably more than throw a few shrimps on the Barbie.
The challenge this week is enormous. It's huge. They're doing, technically, some very, very difficult things. Who are you choosing to do your cooking, please? I would like to know.
Danelle is my head chef and Kelly is my sous chef.
Right. Jessica, you've taken a risk. A big risk. Certainly with Donnell.
If swearing is a prerequisite for a chef, Perth girl Danelle is the perfect choice.
The fuck are you doing? It's not a fucking psychopath.
Last week, she managed some restraint.
I've kept my cool. I've got really important people on my table. I can't be rude to them.
But can she keep her cool in the heat of the kitchen?
You need to get this meal done, and you've got to serve it to a lot of people, all right?
The girls will have to master a complex 5-course feast. Mrs. Schrager wastes no time and cracks on with the starter. It seems these hard-boiled laddettes have a soft spot for crustacea.
It's alive, Mrs. Schrager.
We know it's alive. It's very important. Have any of you seen a lobster being killed?
Never.
Not killed,
Right,
but...
we're going to have to kill a lobster. Right, now the most important thing here... Now, come and look. Donnell, come and look. You're going to have to do this because you've got to do it yourself. Can you see across?
Yes.
All right. Now, we're going to put our knife right in there. We're going to kill it straight away. All right, so in we go. Now, what's happened is it's now dead. It's now dead. Please stop it. Yes, of course it's still moving because it's a reaction. Kelly, will you please stop that? Now, come on. Come on, pull yourself together. If I'd put it into boiling water without killing it first, that would have been mean. But I went through the brain. Donnell, what I'm going to ask you to do is please kill a lobster. Oh, you're okay, aren't you? Right, you go with it.
I don't really want to kill it.
No, of course you don't, but you know this is humane. All right, now, off you go. Go on, you can do it. Yes, go on, go for it, quick. That's it, you've done it. She hated it, but you know what? They have a moral duty to understand where food comes from.
Duty done, their lobster soufflés passed the taste test.
That's to die for.
Well, the lobster did.
They definitely did.
While the girls have been cooking, the principal, Mrs. Harvard, has set another cunning plan into motion.
Oh, where is my bed? Where is my bed? This isn't funny.
So I'm up snoozing me go to bed.
Night, Jess.
What the fuck? Where is my bed?
Jessica, I want you to come with me now.
In keeping with her role as lady of the house, Jessica has been given her own room, complete with new wardrobe.
Wow.
Whilst the others share the staff quarters.
Remember that with all this, Jessica, goes huge responsibility, and also you have to keep the other 4, your staff, in check.
Jessica finally wakes up to the uncomfortable reality of her position.
I'm not going to be able to control the girls at all. They're their own people and they're not going to listen to me. They don't give a shit about me. They're not going to care what I have to say.
At Hereford Hall, lessons are in full swing for the upcoming dinner party. Not only must they prepare a gastronomic extravaganza,
The whole thing must run like clockwork.
but also set an impeccable dinner table.
This is for what?
Dessert.
No, it's for pudding.
Pudding.
You never say dessert. You call this course pudding.
For Mrs. Harbutt, the devil is in the detail.
So you should have plenty.
But one little devil couldn't care less. 21-year-old Kelly Johnson from Melbourne has never been a model student.
I've got a attention span of a 5-year-old. I hate school. Hated teachers. Hated uniform. Hated everything.
This uncouth tomboy wants to be more ladylike for her grandparents.
I moved in with Nan and Pop. They're very old-fashioned.
She was a lovely kid. I don't know what happened to her.
I'm at the age where it's time to maybe grow up, stop wearing shorts and T-shirts and maybe wear a dress.
Now in her 4th week at finishing school, Kelly has begun to embrace her feminine side.
You look regal. Dressed like that, you could be taken anywhere.
But she's still got a long way to go. Back in elocution, Kelly's attempts to pronounce the names of some French wines tries Mrs. Forrester's patience.
Sauvignon. Ah.
Now, really open your mouth and say it. Come on, because this is
Sauvignon.
Blanc.
Blanc.
Kelly, you are going to drive me to distraction. Are you going... No, I am not joking. Are you going to try today or not?
Trying.
Because if you're not going to try, you might just as well go off to your room.
I was trying to...
Well, if that's trying, heaven help you. And heaven help everybody else. I think you've got to start to ask yourself why you're here.
Word of Kelly's half-hearted attitude has reached the principal.
Your body language is bad at the moment. I don't know whether you're actually taking it in.
I am taking
There is no animation in your face.
I understand this is the biggest opportunity I've ever had in my life.
Do you feel it's all a little bit beyond you?
No, I just think it's very overwhelming that someone's actually taking out the time to teach us girls.
That we're actually interested in you.
Yes. Whenever I do something well, I never get praised for it. That's why I came here, because I want my pop for once in his life to say he's proud of me.
So, in that case, you should shake yourself up and say, I'm going to show him. You need to react.
Can't concentrate. Like, I can for a little bit and then I just totally tune out. But that's why I'm trying here, just to focus so much and not lose concentration.
My talk with Kelly has left me completely baffled. I have no idea whether I've made an inroad or not.
At the end of a long, hard day, there's some welcome news.
Girls,
The teachers are taking the night off.
I'm out to supper and I'll be back about 11.
We'll probably be in bed by the time you get back.
Night, night.
Night. Okay, can we have a ladies' meeting, please? This is what's happening. We're going to the pub. Jess, you in or out?
Now Jessica faces the first real test of her authority.
I should be staying here and telling these girls, no, we're not going anywhere, but I want to go to the pub and have few... I just want to taste beer.
So, off to the pub they go, in true laddette fashion.
Guess what? I haven't changed!
The girls have been in a pressure cooker, and now the lid has just come off.
Here's the hairpin.
You're getting the fuck out of that house.
Ready? Join me.
Oh, God, you're supposed to be ladies.
Taxi! My ninja's all wet.
The lady of the house leaves it to her deputy to call time.
We have to go back to school soon.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
It's 5 to 11 when the laddettes stumble home.
Upstairs.
In the nick of time. Principal Harbord is none the wiser. But then, nor is Jessica.
Had fun. This night.
In order to prepare the girls to host the dinner party, etiquette teacher Mrs. Brewer invites the girls to a practice lunch and a lesson in manners.
Would anybody like some water?
Why, I'd love some, thank you.
But one girl can't accept the rules of social conduct.
You would sit the most important guest on the right-hand side of the host or hostess, and the second most important on the left, and down the table. And that's how it would go.
I think I disagree. I've always and always will be a strong believer that everybody is equal. And I think that's probably what makes me not want to become a lady.
Well, you see, the trouble is they're not. There are some women who make wrong choices and think getting drunk is clever.
No, I'm still going to get drunk when I get home.
Right, so we're doing absolutely no good with you whatsoever. You think you know everything, and you're always arguing.
I don't really care.
Well, you should care, because if you don't care, you shouldn't be here. Would you like to leave the class now?
Yes, please.
Right. Go and leave the class now. Go out. Leave. Kayla's continuous arguments all the time. I mean, what she's trying to do, I fear, is continually cause disruption.
Some of the things that they're saying to us, I don't agree with at all. I think Mrs. Brewer has no grasp or concept of reality or what the average struggling lower class or middle class person has to go through.
Kayla has picked a fight, and now it's war.
You have a problem.
Yes, you are my problem.
All I've done is try to teach you.
You're so judgmental, and I don't like it at all.
It's this business about, well, what you've learned from here is that it's better back home. Perhaps you should give the next class.
I'd love to give classes because in my classes I teach people to respect people at all times. I think that maybe you should apologise to me also, Mrs. Brewer.
Yeah, and I think that's what you're always
But inside your head, you're always right as well. You can't take any criticism from other people.
I'm
think
the
you're
teacher.
Perfect. I don't give a fuck what you are. You're an arsehole.
Do not swear.
No, because you...
Kayla, do not swear. You are a total waste of time as far as I'm concerned. This will definitely stand against you. As far as I'm concerned, this seals her fate because this is not the first time she's done it. It's not getting her anywhere.
A dark cloud hangs over Hereford Hall. Kayla has challenged the school's core values. Now she faces questions from the highest authority. And the principal wants answers.
Come and sit down, please. I have just been speaking with Mrs. Brewer, and she is very, very upset at your rudeness. What brought it all on?
I'm inclined to disagree with everything that I'm being taught in some circumstances.
Yes, but surely that partly is due to the fact that you don't like what you're being told, because perhaps in many cases it's a little bit near the truth.
I mean, I know my behaviour isn't completely acceptable, but I'm exhausted, I'm confused, I'm missing my family terribly. I'm a little bit ashamed.
There's no reason. Why are you ashamed? Why are you ashamed?
To even be called a laddette, for me, is embarrassing. But I don't want to give up on myself anymore.
Well, you're giving up now, you see. Just when the going gets a little too tough and you don't like what you're seeing, you're giving up.
I still feel torn about this. Like, I don't want to give up. I don't want to just throw away the opportunity, but at the same time, I don't know if this is the right thing for me.
Lady of the house, Jessica, is enjoying the privileges of power. But her staff show her scant respect.
Mornings.
I don't think I'll take direction well from her because she doesn't...
dick.
Well, she'll just chuck a tanty. And if someone, talks to me like that, I'll just tell him to fuck off. If she's in my face in that kitchen.
Oh,
it's
we
no
don't have
fun.
to make it easy. We can make this hard.
A lady knows how and when to exert her authority. And in the kitchen, it's a lesson Jessica's about to learn the hard way.
The task is, I would like you to oversee the stuffing. For these, I want these finished. I'm going to come back in 20 minutes, starting from now.
How many on that, or just all of us doing our own?
Yeah, do it. Come on, get people to do it. You're going to have to really get your act together.
Kayla,
Quickly.
Do you want to give me a hand? And
Be back in 20 minutes.
What are we doing, Jess?
Doing cutting the shallots and pretty much doing the spinach.
Can I quickly just get the fat off my meat so it's... Yeah, I'll try and do it.
When I walked out of the kitchen, they were not engaging with Jess at all. She doesn't know which way to turn. She doesn't know what to do.
Kelly, can you give us a hand too, please?
I just think we do this because otherwise I'm not going to know how to do it on the night.
You can go back to this in 5 minutes once we've done the shallots and stuff.
I've just heard Kelly actually refusing to do what Jessica asked her to do, which was to get on with the stuffing. Now, I think that's appalling. So what's happening with these girls at the moment?
I don't know.
What is happening?
I don't know. They're just...
What you have done is you've got yourself into a position where the girls obviously are not liking you. Right, this is your moment when you've got to start gaining respect from the other girls. But at the moment, if it's going on the way it's going on here, it won't happen.
If this is the way it's going to be, I just want to go home. And if anything goes wrong tomorrow, it's all my fault.
It's the morning of the dinner party, and Jessica awakes with new resolve.
Oh my gosh. Pretty scared, a bit nervous, but of course I've got to take charge. If I don't take charge, I'll be going home tomorrow.
Jessica sweeps into action, while the others take up their stations. In the kitchen, head chef Danelle and her sous chef Kelly start to prepare the 5-course feast. Shari, the maid, rids the house of all odours. And even Kayla knuckles down. As lady of the house, Jessica is supposed to be in charge. But as she busies herself with the detail, her butler assumes command.
When you come down the stairs, run the cloth over the rail as you come down.
Kayla's my big boss. She's like the wolf and I'm one of the little piglets. She's like, bro, clean this. Yes, Kayla.
I wouldn't say I'm running the show, but I think it probably wouldn't be quite as smooth if I wasn't here.
By early afternoon, the cooks fall behind. But Jessica is oblivious.
I think we're going pretty well so far. We've got everything under control. Miss chefs, they're going pretty good.
So much to do, but those lambs take so long. And there is just so much to do.
When the commanding officer finally takes control, her foot soldiers are in a mutinous mood.
Why don't you come inside? The food's not going to be done.
Table's not going to be set either.
Going to be done.
Can you please hurry up and get inside and put the aprons on? I'm not going to ask again.
I don't give a fuck what lady of the house she is. I've been running around like a blue-ass fly for her all day and she's done fucking jack shit. She has done nothing.
I really think Kayla should have been lady of the house because she's the only one that's really taken authority. Like, Jess hasn't taken any authority until now. And it's like, well, too late, you know, people are coming.
Things downstairs is not going too good at all. I think we have like 15 minutes till people start rocking up. 45 minutes till food is served. Nothing's in the oven.
Now it's finally come to crunch time and now Jess is being a bitch when Kayla tried all day to get it sorted out.
And the lady of the house is far from ready. At Hereford Hall, the girls are preparing a dinner party for 16 society visitors. The guests are about to arrive, and there's tension in the air.
In the oven, babe. Go, go, go.
These fucking shoes. I'm going to fall flat on my face.
I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, Gary.
Calm down.
Where is your guest?
Someone's coming in now. So do I wait in here or do I need to
you go.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Jessica now takes charge of the evening, and her staff begin to pull together.
I'm Roger. And your name?
My name is Jessica.
Hello, Jessica.
Tonight's dinner guests include the cream of local society, as well as the ever-eager bachelors.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Good, thank you. And you?
Not bad, thanks.
Hostess Jessica holds court in the common room.
Are they in the dining room or are they in the common room? Common room.
But with soufflés for starters, timing is critical.
Tell Jess she needs to start getting people into there because my soufflés are like ready.
Lovely, thank you.
Jessica seats her guests, and the starter is served.
I'm very nervous.
So far, so good. But not all of these formidable fine diners are content.
As far as the texture was concerned, it was dreadful. As my guests were saying, it was a little bit like wallpaper glue.
And now catastrophe strikes.
Right, well, there was a hair in the soufflé.
I'm very sorry.
It's fine. It just adds to the flavour, to be honest.
Make sure your hair's tucked in. Someone just found a hair in their soufflé.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
No, it's okay.
Tuck it behind your ears or something, babe.
As the heat rises, it's not just the food that's colourful.
Oh, fuck! Right? No, burn the shit out of my hand. I can't work with one fucking hand.
There's unrest too in the dining room, where the guests have been waiting for their main course for half an hour.
Just not sure. I think I might go in and find out what's going on. Girls, hurry up. Come on, our guests are waiting. Girls, come on, stop it. You're popping around here, Shari.
My beans are ready, the potatoes are pretty much ready.
Right, well,
the meat.
get them ready to go.
And now comes the saddle of lamb, stuffed with kidneys and spinach.
Is that oven still on low because they're going to get cold, babe?
But meat carver Shari isn't used to this kind of joint.
They haven't served anything, it's going to be freezing cold.
And Kayla's service is painfully slow.
The taste is really good, but it's just cold.
We're just getting drilled out there.
For what? It's too cold, the rice is too slow.
We're not going.
Where the fuck are all the spoons?
We thought, oh good, at last there's some food. We got a piece of meat, and then about 10 minutes later we got some potato, and finally, quarter of an hour later, we get the beans. So of course it's stone cold.
I hope they all choke on their doughy hot potatoes.
Now Lady of the House Jessica steps up to defuse the situation.
I would like to apologise to everyone here tonight because of the food being cold and very, very late. We've had a few troubles and I would just hope that everyone would forgive me and just enjoy what we do have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
If you had had me a week ago, I'd probably be crying right now and probably running off into another room having a cigarette. But right now, I'm trying to be composed like a lady should.
Head chef Danelle has moved on to pudding, a sculptured tarte tatin encased in caramel cages. Danelle's pudding is a fitting finale, and now some congratulations are in order.
Do you know what? They've done it.
Oh look, Rosalie, this is lovely.
I think that's amazing. Do you know what? I can't believe it. I'm absolutely thrilled.
Desserts. Love you desserts. Absolutely.
Oh. That was fabulous.
Really?
Fabulous. Do you know what? I have to tell you, I can't believe you did it. Oh, I can't believe you did it. I have to tell you, you did the cages.
I've just got something to tell you, Dave. I've had 5 people tell me how fantastic your dessert was.
Everybody, can I introduce you to the chefs? Donala and Kelly.
But there's now a problem developing at the head of the table.
How are you for a drink? How's drinks out there?
I would like another drink.
What do you want? White, red, champagne, for party?
Jessica's wine glass has been going down at quite a rate, really. Well, I just hope that the rest of the evening isn't spoiled.
And there's nothing worse than a hostess worse for wear. At Hereford Hall, dinner is over, and the servants are finally allowed to join their guests. So far, it's been all work and no play. But now comes a chance to let their hair down.
I used to be an angry person. Put me in that kitchen a few weeks ago. I was throwing shit across the room and told everybody to get fucked and they wouldn't have had any dinner.
Hello, gentlemen. How do you do? Come with me. I have conversation to come with you.
The lady of the house is becoming increasingly undignified.
I heard Charlie Clegg got a punch in the face from Jessica Shaw-Walford. I don't know if it's true, but it's about to happen in 10 minutes.
Rowdy Jessica soon attracts some unwanted attention.
Tried so hard tonight.
Yes, but we can see that.
Honestly, in my heart, I've been freaking out all night, and I know that, honestly, tonight, I knew I was going to cry.
I think it's time that I go to bed.
Yes.
Definitely.
Boys, I'm afraid I'm going to ask you to leave now.
With Jessica in a sorry state, the teachers call an end to the proceedings, much to Kayla's irritation.
Yes. All right.
Not very fair, Mrs. Shaw.
No, I'm sorry.
Because one person can't handle their alcohol.
No, stop it. Stop doing that now, and I'm not taking that on board.
Well, I'm not going to bed.
Boys, come on, you must go, because I really want to get them to bed now.
It was good to see you again, Charlie.
Off you go.
Delicious dinner.
Now you get yourself undressed. We'll get this all sorted. Get you into bed.
I've been stressing out and doing her job all day so that she can just sit around and do nothing, and now I get to sit down and relax in a pretty dress for 5 minutes, and I can't because...
Can I just say to you, please, this is the moment when you should be enjoying and realising and serious that you've achieved something.
So I very am sorry.
Yes, I will tell your guests.
Thank you very much. I'm very sorry.
I hate her, and I've tried so hard to be so nice to her all the time.
I want you to stop it. This is because you're angry, because you feel you've had to do all the work and you've had no fun.
It's not fair.
So, you know what? Sometimes in life, things aren't fair.
Life's never been fair.
She's got to learn to almost just control herself. And that was a classic example of Kayla showing her will. It's a great shame, because she has worked hard tonight.
It's the end of week 4, and time for assessments. Each girl will be judged on her performance at last night's dinner party, as well as her progress in class. And in just a few hours, one student will be expelled from Hereford Hall. First up is Jessica, who's being judged from all sides.
She made an absolute dick of herself last night.
I got really angry at her and said I hated her, and I don't really hate her. But fuck, I hope she gets in trouble for what she did.
This week, Jessica alienated everybody with her weak leadership.
So what's happening with these girls at the moment?
I don't know.
What is happening?
I don't know. They're just...
On the night, she was a gracious hostess. But once again, alcohol proved her undoing.
I think it's time that I go to bed.
Yes.
Definitely. Last night, my behaviour was inexcusable. I know I'm very, very sorry. I embarrassed myself, I embarrassed the girls, and most of all, I embarrassed you teachers. I really am very sorry.
Well, before the whole pack of cards came crumbling down last night, miraculously, you actually managed, in the end, to pull it off. Because the guests did go away, forgetting the things that went wrong, and they really enjoyed themselves.
Mrs. Schrager.
You know that drink goes to your head. You chose to go the wrong path. Why?
When I drink, I have more confidence. I can speak more fluently to people. I don't get all jarred up like I am now.
But drink pulls you down. You've said that. It's when you drink, you take your clothes off.
My drinking is a problem because of where I work. That is the main reason.
It's nothing to do with where you work. Where were you last night?
Yes,
you were at a wonderful dinner.
Yes.
You were supposed to be the shining light, and you get drunk.
Yes.
I think it's time you went. Thank you.
Head chef Danelle came of age in the kitchen. And despite an early mishap,
Someone just found a hair in their souffle.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
No, it's okay.
she stayed calm enough to pull off a culinary coup.
I can't believe you did it! Overall, the timings were appalling, but you kept your cool. You didn't lose it when I came in and shouted at you, where was the dinner? You did keep your cool, and that you would not have done beforehand.
Can I say that I feel we are making progress?
Kelly struggled to stay focused all week. Her lazy attitude upset Mrs. Forrester
Kelly, you are going to drive me to distraction.
and landed her in hot water with Principal Harbord.
I don't know whether you're actually taking it in.
In my lesson, I honestly feel I've hit a ceiling with you. I feel that you've gone as far as you're going to go, and that's it.
You make the most horrible faces when something displeases you or you're bored. We have not seen a passion. There is nothing coming.
So I would like to hear one thing from you now that will show us that you really want this badly.
I really do want to be. I don't want to be the person that I was before I came here. I don't want to be that tomboy anymore.
You say you want to be here, but I truly, truly am not convinced of that, Kelly.
Kayla is the last girl to face the teachers. The butler has had a volatile week. She battled Mrs. Brewer.
I don't give a fuck what you are. You're an
Do
arsehole.
not swear.
You're
You're
a
a
big
total waste of time as far as I'm concerned.
And after her work was done, she vented frustration at Mrs. Schrager.
I've been stressing out and doing her job all day so that she can just sit around and do nothing.
Good morning, Kayla.
Good morning.
I've had 2 explosions from you. When you're arguing, your language is totally unacceptable, it is vile, and it's totally inappropriate.
Last night, I saw you display anger that was unacceptable. What you need to look at is why you are so angry.
Sometimes things happen that you can't control. This is always an emotional time for me. The anniversary of my father's death is on the 30th. So that gets to me a lot. And that is one of the biggest things that has made me angry in my life. And it made me angry when he died because I thought, how dare he leave me? And I've been thinking, if I get through this, he's not going to see me graduate here. Didn't see me graduate year 12. Is he going to be there when I get married? And I think about that a lot when I'm doing something important, and it does make me angry.
Okay. You may go.
Assessments over, the girls await their fate, while the teachers grapple with a difficult decision.
I feel, quite honestly, that we've reached the end of the road with this one. I can't see her going any further.
But
Jill, how can you say that? I totally disagree with you.
she has a huge defence
No,
mechanism.
she's defiant.
Will she benefit
If she
from
allows
remaining
Exactly.
with us?
If she allows herself
She will benefit.
I would love to get rid of her today.
It's Judgment Day at Hereford Hall Finishing School and the end of a tumultuous 4th week. The girls are about to find out which one of them will be packing her bags and heading home.
Girls, this week your challenge was to host a dinner party for 16 people. None of us held up much hope. When the evening began, your performance looked set to prove us correct. However, you pulled it back from a very deep precipice. Jessica, you enjoyed the perks of being a lady, but none of the responsibility. Once again, alcohol was your undoing. Kayla, you have battled with the school all week. And frankly, we can see very little reason to keep you here. Yesterday, you worked very hard, but instead of taking pride in your work, you allowed the most unladylike resentment to get the better of you. Kelly, you have failed to maintain your concentration and, of course, your motivation in lessons. We are worried that this will hold you back from further progress. This week, the decision of who should be expelled has been tremendously difficult. The girl we are inviting to leave this week is Kelly.
Kelly, will you please go and pack your bags? You have 20 minutes. The car is waiting for you outside.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
And you have taken it so well and so like a lady.
Yes.
I'm feeling pissed off because the fact is that I think I was changing and I was trying and they kicked me out for it.
They should have got rid of me. Kelly could have done so much more.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free.
One.
Next time, the girls take to the stage when they mount a midsummer's revel.
I think I just shit my pants.
There's rapture and praise.
That's very good.
There's some gentleman callers and some less than ladylike behaviour.
You're ruining it.
Oh, well, I don't really care. What's a straight up?
And for one more girl,
It was revolting.
it's the final curtain.
Let's send her home.